Hi everyone. In this lecture, we are going to update the layout and wiring so that we can include the new capacitor in our design. As you can see here on this slide, we have the capacitor of 10 microfarad is connected in the PCB board. So we have to create a capacitor in our Ki-CAD schematic. So let's do it. This is my schematic. I have already included the capacitor into my circuit. And to do that, you will go to the place symbol, and when you click on the screen, you will get this new window, and in that you will search for capacitor, which is a polarized capacitor US symbol. It is showing in my recently used list because I have already put the capacitor into my design. And if you do use the devices recently in your schematic, then it will reflect over here. And if I click over here, you can see on the right side how the capacitor looks like. So this is a polarized capacitor which I'll be using for my schematic. So I clicked OK, and when you click OK, then you can rotate the capacitor by clicking on R. So I clicked on R, and then I am able to rotate my capacitor. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to press E so that I can change the value of the capacitor. To change the value of the capacitor, I'll just click here under the value, and I'll put 10 micro U and farad, and I'll press OK. So the value has been inserted for this capacitor, and then clicking the mouse on the capacitor and pressing M, I can move the component anywhere I want in the schematic. And then once it is done, then using this wiring place wire you will use, and then with the help of that you can connect your capacitor to these wires. So I have connected the positive side to the VCC and the negative side to the ground. Now the next thing which I have to do is to check the design rule, and to do that, I'll click on this perform electrical rule check. So now what we are going to do is to run the electrical rules check for our design. And after you run it, it says finish, and there are no warning signs or no errors. You'll close this, and then the next thing which you're going to do is to assign the footprints using this button. So when you assign the footprint, then this window will appear, and it will take a little bit time to appear for the center screen. Here now you can see three components we have: U1, P1 and the C1. C1 is for the capacitor which we have placed, and here we have used capacitor through hole of radial D 6.3 mm, and this can be found here. If you click here on the capacitor, through hole capacitor, and then going on the right window, there are different types of capacitor given. We are looking for the radial one. So here you can see this one I have selected. So if you double click on this, then this will appear here, and then clicking OK. Once this is done, then you will generate the netlist, and then generating the netlist and then saving it under this. You'll save it. Now the next thing you will do is to click on the PCB new. My PCB new window is already open, and you can see here I already have this capacitor component here. But if you want to have this capacitor component here, what you need to do is to load the netlist, and then you will click on update. Once you click on update, then this capacitor will automatically appear like this. Now the next thing which we have to do is to basically add the copper wire. You can see here that the positive side is connected to the VCC and the negative side is connected to the ground. And to do that, I'll click on this wire, and my front copper is already selected over here. You can see under the layers. I'll click on the wire, and then I'll start routing it. For this one, I'll have to take another path. So I'll go straight. Okay, so that's how I have routed the capacitor. And the next thing you will do is you will have to update the edge cut. So previously it was kind of square. After having the capacitor, I have changed a little bit like this. You can change the way you want. Now the next thing which I'm going to do is to see the rule check, and then I'll run DRC, and there are no errors, which means my design is correct. I'll close the window. And now you can view the schematic on 3D, and to do that you will go under view and click on 3D viewer. So this is now your design is.